All right, friends, it's ninth day since Hamas carried out the dastardly attack inside Israel, killing 1,400 plus till the counting happened today. And in fact, equal number have died in the counteroffensive launched by Israel in the Gaza Strip, taking the total death toll to perhaps 3,000 plus and even more. And unfortunately, we are seeing a situation where the war is yet to begin. The question is, how does the war pan out from here? Are we going to see a round, a counter round of brutality going on? And if yes, for how long? Is the ground offensive really the best available option to take out Hamas, given the fact that its top leadership is almost entire leadership is in fact outside of Gaza Strip, perhaps in Qatar and Turkey and other parts of the world. More importantly, if this ground offensive goes, what scope does it leave for diplomacy? And most importantly, are we any closer to avoiding a regional conflagration, given the fact that it's already a two-front war for Israel? In southern Israel and of course along its northern borders with Lebanon and Syria. Those are some questions we are going to be asking. And Deepti, we have to have a look at the package as well.
Oh yes, and this story will give you a primer of what's happened in the last 9 days. What we have seen today is Hezbollah also joining this fight. And remember, we have our boots on ground. Alicia, Gursimran, are there along with our team of video journalists. They are tracking every bit of the story to bring to you pictures, to bring to you details that are scary. But at the same point, this actually reminds us that the threat of terror or terrorism, as India has been facing, been looking at it, is very, very real. And in this fight against terror, ladies and gentlemen, there has to be just one right side. There cannot be another side of a baby being decapitated, of a couple, Abhishek, we were reading these stories. They were just having a sleep last Saturday, it was, and they were killed in that sleep. There can't be another side to that story. And like I said initially, that there has been a lot of politics on this, people taking sides, not just in the country, but across the world. But West Asia is a very, very important region. So the more the story develops, how will this also impact India? Abhishek, is also something that a lot of our viewers have been asking on social media. They've been talking of the oil prices, though for the moment we've seen a correction, it has stabilized. This is also after, you've seen a lot of balance by the US, because the US has also been trying to intervene into this entire matter and say West Asia continues to remain largely peaceful. So a lot of layers, a lot of variables to this entire story. Sit back and watch what has happened first up before we carry forward our conversation.
After Hamas launched an unprecedented strike on Israel, air sirens continue to ring out in Tel Aviv as the war rages on.
אנחנו חיים את זה כבר כמה שנים, הילדים שלי נולדו לתוך זה, לצערי. וככה אנחנו ממשיכים הלאה.
The proof of Hamas barbarity has sent shockwaves across the globe. Young women raped and paraded, the elderly held hostage, even babies have not been spared.
Watching that video of Moran on her knees, caught in the bushes with Arabic-speaking militants, for me it was terrifying, but imagine her mother watching it. She saw it. It's something that you can never get out of your mind. It's something that you can never. It's a sight that no one should ever see. Reaching out from here to world leaders, press, friends. Moran could be your daughter, could be your sister, could be anyone.
The attacks by Hamas terrorists continue. Families of hostages are appealing for help.
My family is in Gaza, being held by Hamas. I feel like I have no help and salvage from anyone. And this is my cry out to the world to please help bring my family, my wife and 3 kids.
They are praying for the safe return of their loved ones.
My aunt suffers from Parkinson's disease. She's 63. Every day without her medication is torture. She's being tortured. We don't know how long it's going to take. We need to understand this can take a long time. Those are innocent civilians. Those are innocent civilians. They have rights.
Bodies are piling up. But there are some glorifying the monstrosity. A top Hamas official even held talks with Iran's foreign minister in Doha.
הכל בסדר, הכל בסדר, חג שמח, חג שמח, מה נשמע? הכל בסדר. את מישהו פה? עם הבן שלך? היא באה לפה. הכל בסדר. יש מישהו שאמור לנו בית שזה רק שנינו.
But in Tel Aviv, Israeli Defense Forces are leaving no stone unturned to rescue those held hostage.
Republic is the only channel we've been reporting very close to the Gaza border, as we have been reporting and showing you the visuals from the operational base of IDF. As you can see, there are artilleries which is being placed here, and there are also other Merkavas, which is known as the world's best tank, which has also been moved towards the Gaza border. But yes, now it's a 3-hour safe passage that has also been given to the civilian. We are being live, we are being showing the visuals to our viewers constantly, whether it is the operational base or whether the Merkava and the tanks which is being moving towards the Gaza.
And the question remains, will it take a full-flown ground offensive for the war to finally come to an end? Let's debate.